AK-47.
Growing up, we never really didn't have much. Never saw it though, was surrounded by love. With escaping books and
Hi, and welcome to PhD Hard Talk. So today we'll do it a little bit, different. It's just me having a conversation. And I guess I just wanted to touch on a few things based on questions as well that I've received. So in terms of first year, I had a vision, and my vision was that I wanted to enjoy every step, learn as much as I can or could at the time, and literally just, be me, essentially. And that's what I did. I had fun. So in terms of my supervisors, we had a monthly meeting, and I would send an invite and state the objectives in terms of discussion. And then we'll pick it up at the meeting and discuss whatever we needed to discuss. At the end of the meeting, I would then send the minutes across for them to have a read, see if I'm in line, if I got everything and captured what I needed to capture. And that would be for me to keep and for them to know that I heard them essentially during the discussion. And they heard me as well during the discussion, because it's a two-way street. It's not one way. And, I guess what I learned from start to finish, I could see how my confidence was growing. And also, my choice of, things to discuss in the next meeting. It's helped me with my progression, essentially. I guess that's the main thing. In terms of the next thing is, I remember the first meeting, the question was, do I call you doctor? I was so excited. I was like, ooh. And, my supervisor's reassurance made me feel so much better. They're like, no, you can just call me so-and-so. And that made it comfortable. It made me want to converse with them and made me feel like, oh my gosh, I am a part of the team. Made it. So that was number 2 or number 1. In terms of the conversations that I had each month, I would reflect, go through some learnings and look at how I, responded and what my thoughts were, whether I said my truth or, I hid behind a shadow, essentially, or whether it was theatre and it was just mediocre, just to build my character in academia as a research student, because it was all new to me, essentially. And so therefore I felt the need to learn from each step. Hopefully you two out there, you will feel like you need to learn, absorb, and try to see if it works. So did that throughout the entire year. And the other thing is enjoyment. I love to have fun, and I made sure that I had a work-life balance, essentially. So fun with friends, fun by myself, and just fun in the sense of I didn't feel under stress, under duress, like, oh, wrong choice. So because, again, I wanted to enjoy my first year. I've always wanted to be a doctor, and therefore I didn't see the need to want to struggle, to want to be tense, to be suffering. I wanted it to be like a blockbuster, like boom in your face, like excitement, enjoyment. Even if trials came, I was like, this is me, essentially. And, so my advice would be, if you're like me, enjoy life, have a life, and, try new hobbies and, network with other PhD candidates. I don't know how other universities are, but we have like weekly chats, and we have like monthly ones as well. We have different competitions, so you get to interact with your peers from different fields essentially. So I would say network, meet new people, learn new things, and have fun. Try knitting, try something new essentially. And I guess one of the things that I did as well when I did start was, I've never been in a committee. Oh my gosh. And I joined our university conference committee, and I was, able to participate and meet some of my peers, and it was an enjoyable experience, learning new skills and also reflecting, seeing how I behaved, how I communicated, and so I can be better essentially. So that was a fun experience. So I would say join a committee, then you understand some of the red tape essentially, just from what we can and cannot do, and also how we have to apply for funding, what's available and what isn't. You start to understand the institution, the culture, and the restrictions, and you can choose to be a part of the culture, or you can choose to jog on. I saw there's a song, hit the road, Jack, don't you come back no more, no more, no more. I'm not a singer, so I won't put your ears through all of that pain. So essentially, again, I learned new skills, and PhD hard talk was, at the back somewhere. And, again, that helped me to network, meet new people from a global stance, and learn so much about research and see the passion, the hunger, the thirst. And it's been an enjoyable journey thus far. I wouldn't change it for anything, like literally. Again, I've got to ask questions that, helped me with my research essentially as well. And I learned what the next steps could be and how I should get there, essentially, just from their responses and further research into what they did mention. So that was fun. So in between, I know I've said it like a couple of times, I love food. So I was cooking, learning new little, I say this word really wrongly, recipes. I can never say it right, so please be kind. But I learned new techniques, and again, that made it fun. I bought a few plants that I drowned a couple of times. Again, that was a fun experience. I learned a new skill. I'm not sure I'm good with plants though, because I keep drowning them. So I've gone for the cactus. It's always in a desert, so what could go wrong, right? Can't drown it, and if I forget to water it, it's fine. So that was me in terms of learning another new skill. And I guess the next one was budgeting my time, my finances, to do the things that I enjoy doing, and also my responsibilities as an adult. So again, I don't know where you are, what you're thinking, but I would say budgeting your time is essential. If you know that, uni work is like 6 hours, and that's what you're giving your uni work, even if you go over, that's okay. And then fun, is 4 hours or 2 hours, that's okay as well. And I guess the other thing that I decided to do was, join a gym. I'm inconsistent. I could never. But I made an effort, and it started from 5 days to 4 days to 2 days to 1 day to 0, then restarted again at 1 day to 3 days to 4 days, and then it dropped. So I'm on a roller coaster at the moment. I am trying to get better in terms of my health, because essentially that's really important. I don't want high cholesterol. I don't want to just put my body through so much that it should go through. So I am making an effort to try and do that. And I guess that the other thing that I did was Bella. I got Bella, and with Bella we go for walks, 15 minutes here and there, and that again helps me to move and also to think better, because when I'm walking, outside in the countryside, and I was about to say country then, ooh, countryside, and before the walking, I get to think better, I reflect, and I strategize, and my phone is always here because I get like new ideas, and I get home and I'm fired up. I'm just like there, like coming for you. So it makes it an enjoyable experience. And sometimes it's just downtime, just me and my thoughts. We just work through. I have a PA in my head. We work through what we need to work through, and we finalize, we conclude, and the chapter's closed, goes into an archive, and we can move on. So try that. And in terms of finance, like I said, I love food. So balance between going out, for food, going out for activities with friends, ordering online. Ordering online. I had to work through that, and working on my budget for 3, 6, 9, 12 months. That helped. Emergency fund, as we all know, just in case something comes out from somewhere and wants to do a little twerk in my life, I can afford and move on to the next stage, essentially. So it's important, I would say. And then my time as well, we've got family, we've got friends, we've got ourselves as well. I like spending time by myself. And essentially, I really do love spending time by myself. And, I've got the only child syndrome. I'd rather be by myself than be around people. And I guess it's strange to certain people, but I love it. Like me by myself, I am so A-okay. I am happy. Like, it's like Christmas Day or my birthday. It's that important to me. So in a nutshell, my first year was fun. I learned so much in terms of developing my character in research and getting to know my style of writing. And the other thing as well that I didn't mention was attending some of the seminars that the university had at the time. That was quite informative. It helped me to learn new skills that, or to realize that I have the skill already, but I just don't know that I have it. And it builds your confidence, and it builds your character in a nutshell. I guess, the final thing, that I can go over is we're all different. We come from different walks of life, and others do things differently, and we get into these PhD programs for different reasons. My reason is I've always wanted the title. That was my main thing, because I felt like to impact the world positively and to gain the respect and to be able to open certain doors, I needed the title. But that's my opinion. So therefore, from when I was young, I knew I needed to get the title in order to impact the world. And so therefore, I'm still on that journey. I haven't finished yet, but that's me in a nutshell. So please do not forget to subscribe, watch the videos. There is so much content, and there's so much knowledge. There is so much wisdom. There is so much strategic thinking. Like, the people I've spoken to, their minds are amazing, and they've captured me Sometimes I get so excited. I wish I could research everything, but that's not my field. And if you want to work with somebody that I've spoken to, their socials, they're always at the bottom, and you can follow them, interact, and learn more from them if you want to, or just collaborate and write some amazing papers. We are global in our thinking. This is project dissemination to the world. Let's educate each other. Let us educate the communities in which we work in. It is time for us to have a voice outside of academia and to unite in knowledge. Thank you for your time.
Elevated, now it's my time to shine, yeah, let's go.